This will be the video over the even problems on page 4-3 and 4-4. So reminder that we are calculating the slope based on two ordered pairs. So instead of counting the rise over the run, we have to calculate the rise over the run. So we do that by subtracting the y values on the top, the x values on the bottom, and then simplifying if needed. The order that you put the y's in doesn't matter as long as you use that same order for the x's. So for instance, number 2, m equals, my y's are 4 and negative 2. So I'm going to do 4 minus negative 2. So since I did this one first, that means I need to go back and do that negative 2, then minus 10. This would give me 6 over negative 12, which is negative 1/2. Please put your negative either up in the top or in front of your fraction bar. Number 4, m equals, I'm going to go back and do 4 minus 0. So I want to show you it doesn't matter. You just put the y's in whichever value you want, whichever order. So I did 4 minus 0. So that means I need to go back and do negative 2 minus 10. So 4 minus 0 is 4 over negative 12. That simplifies to negative 1/3. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pause the video and then come back and check your answers. For number 6, I'm going to do 8 minus 5, negative 7 minus negative 7. So 8 minus 5 is 3. 7 minus negative 7 really means 7 plus 7, which is 0. You cannot divide by 0, so that's where you have undefined. You have to make sure you write the word undefined. You cannot leave it as 3 over 0. If you think about what these would look like on a graph, negative 7 would be left 7 and then up 8, and then negative 7, 5 would be like this. So you would have your vertical line, which has an undefined slope. That's different than if you look back at what we did on number 5. 0 was in the top, so 0 divided by anything is 0. And then if it's in the bottom, you have to remember to write undefined. Number 8, m equals 13 minus negative 2, negative 4 minus 6. That gives us 15 over negative 10. Divide those both by 5, and negative 3 over 2 is what your final answer would be. Number 10, m equals negative 4 minus negative 4, and then 9 minus 1. This becomes 0 over 8, which is just 0. Number 12, we would have 8 minus 6, and then 4 minus 4. So 2 over 0 is undefined. For these last few, this is where you're going backwards, so you need to just set up your formula and then do your cross multiplying. So your formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So m is 3 over 2 equals, I'm going to do negative 7 minus negative 4. So this one minus this one over x minus 0. So 3 over 2 equals negative 3 over x. Now some of you can just look at that and know what your x value needs to be. If that's you, that's great. Otherwise, cross multiply. 3x equals negative 6. Divide x equals negative 2. And you would want to plug that back into here to make sure that would work, or even into here, either one of those to make sure it works. Number 16, negative 1/2 equals 3 minus 2 over 6 minus x. So again, since I did 3 first up top, I need to do 6 first on the bottom. So negative 1/2 equals 1 over 6 minus x. So again, some of you can just look at that and know what it needs to be. If not, you're going to cross multiply. So put the negative 1 up here. So that becomes negative x plus 6. You're distributing a negative 1 to those. It's equal to 2. So then we add 6 and get x equals 8. For 18, negative 1/5 is equal to 8 minus 7 over 11 minus x. So negative 1/5 is equal to 1 over 11 minus x. This is essentially what we just did. So I'll show you, if you don't want to put the negative 1 with this one, you could do 11 minus x is equal to negative 5. So when you have a negative out in front of your fraction, it can go with either the top number or the bottom number. So I made this positive 1 and then used the negative down with the 5. So then I would have to subtract 11, giving us negative x equals negative 16. We don't want negative x though, so divide by negative 1 and x equals positive 16. And finally, number 20, 1/3 equals negative 2 minus y over 9 minus negative 3. So 1/3 equals negative 2 minus y over 12. So when you cross multiply, negative 6 minus 3y is equal to 12. Add 6. Negative 3y equals 18. Divide, and y equals negative 6. Again, you'd want to plug that back up into your original equation to make sure that would work.